Today we will be talking about solving two-step inequalities. Remember that an inequality is the set of all numbers that make an inequality true. So I have two examples on the board. The first one is 5x plus 7 is less than or equal to 62. Things are getting a little bit more complicated here, but you really know how to do all of this. So first we treat this like an equation to get our very important point. Okay? We need to first quarantine the term with the variable. So I'm going to put a box around 5x. Then plus 7, we do the inverse operation, minus 7, and we do the same thing to the other side. We cross something off, the thing that we were trying to eliminate, and then we do the math. 62 minus 7 is 55. We are going to keep that inequality symbol, and then we bring down what's left, the 5x. Now we are going to do the same thing again. Remember, if it's two-step, we got to do it twice. So 5 times x, we are going to quarantine the x. This is multiplication, so the inverse is division. We cross off and do the math. 55 divided by 5 is 11. We keep the inequality, and we're left with x over here. X is less than or equal to 11. Now we can graph it. I already have a number line up here, so our important point is 11. I'm just going to put 11 right over there. So less than or equal to 11. So since it's less than or equal to, we are going to do a filled in dot. And it's less than, so therefore I'm going to shade everything to the left. And that is your solution to 5x plus 7 is less than 62. If you wanted to, you could pick any point in here, put it back into your original inequality, and it will be true. Let's look at this one. R divided by 2 minus 6 is greater than negative 10. There's a whole lot going on here. So let's just do our procedure. Quarantine the term with the variable around the r divided by 2. Now we do the inverse to get rid of whatever else is on that side. Minus 6 means we add 6 to both sides. Cross off and do the math. Negative 10 plus 6. Now, just a review of how to add numbers that are different signs. We've got a negative and a positive. That means we subtract them and keep the sign of the bigger number, which happens to be negative. So 10 minus 6 is 4. The negative 10 is bigger. We're going to keep the inequality and then just write down what we quarantine. Now we're going to quarantine again. Put a box around the r. Divided by 2 means we multiply. That is the inverse operation. We're going to cross off and do the math. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Keep the inequality, and then we keep what we quarantine. R is greater than negative 8. We can now graph that. Here's our number line there, 0. Negative 8 is over here. Since it is greater than, we are going to do a hollow dot, just a circle. And we are going to shade in everything to the right because it is greater than. Solving and graphing two-step inequalities is just one step further than a one-step inequality. Now go practice.